Hello YouTube, it's Harley here and I'm bringing you a tutorial video today. This is going to be how to record video and audio and how to edit it and upload a video to YouTube. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I'm going to try my best. This is under the assumption that you have your Elgato or HD PVR all good and ready. You have your files almost there, but you can't get good video files for some reason. Or audio files, so this will help you out. So what I use to record with is Total Media Extreme 2. It's an old version. There's newer versions. This one you can find online. It's really difficult to find online in my opinion, but I always find it. If you Google search it, you can find a download for it. I don't believe it's supposed to be free, but for some reason I always find it free. Audacity, the second one. So Audacity is free. You can just search it, and it's like the first link, and it's free. You can download it and use it for your audio recording, which is what I'm using. So whenever you record, you're going to want to use these two programs. Here's Audacity right here. It's recording currently, which I don't need. I'm just showing you that it's recording. And then the other one is going to be Total Media Extreme, which I have here. We're going to go to record video once you get it downloaded, and I'll show you the settings and stuff I have. It's hooked up to my Xbox currently, and it's playing. For some reason, this is what it looks like. This is how it's set up. PlayStation 3 is set. That's the way it is. I know I'm playing on Xbox 360, but it's always set on PlayStation 3. So from the top, you want to find your source. My source is an HD PVR, so we're going to leave it as that. That's what we want to be the source. You can hit refresh if your source doesn't come up. If it's not here, you need to check your cables. Video input is the YPBPR. So that's what I use. I don't know why. The output is RCA back. I think that's where all the cables are hooked up at. So just find what works and what sounds good, like if you record and play through. But this is what I use, and these are all hooked up to the back of my TV. And the audio mode is 2-channel stereo. Device settings. This, you can mess with this you want. You can copy mine if you want. I do all my editing within the editing software here, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. And video decoder I've never messed with, so but that's what I got. And I guess lines detected is kind of important, but there's that. And this is really important right here. Format settings. I've been having trouble with this, so this is very important right here. So I have it at 1920 by 1080, 30 frames per second. My quality bit rate, I have it as just kind of like, I don't know, 2/3 of the way up. It doesn't matter too much because when you render it, it's going to look perfectly fine. Here's all my aspect ratios and all that stuff. But here's what's really important, this audio thing. See, it switched on me again. You want the audio to be use AC3 audio encoder. For some reason, for me, it's wanting to switch it to me on purpose. So it's really annoying. I have to check that every time I record. I have to make sure it's on AC3. So we want to apply that and press OK. And then I have PlayStation 3 set. I don't know what happens if you switch this up. I don't know if it changes the setting or not, but I have that set. Down here at the bottom, enable preview on recording is unchecked. This will save your computer from a lot of pain and misery. I have it unchecked because my computer would blow up, my laptop would. And so I have it unchecked so I can't see the screen while I'm recording, and I'll show you in a second. And then hardwire is checked. I don't know what that does, but I have it checked. Save format is M2TS. Make sure it's M2TS. I think you can do MP4 if you wanted, but I find M2TS works for me. And then you can select where you want to save it at. So that's pretty much the gist of it. So let's record something real quick, and I'll show you that it's not shown on the screen. So this is a blank screen, but you see the elapsed time on the right. It's actually recording something, and here I'll press a button and move it up. It recorded something just then. Alright, so we're going to stop it really quick, And so now that will be in my video file as a recording. The audio of the game will be there, but my audio is not there. My audio is going to be here of me talking. Alright, so let's enable preview recording, and let's do a capture with it. And it will start recording, and we should be able to see the screen. Okay, we can see the screen. Now, this is going to lag whenever you're playing, so I'm going to press down on my joystick right now. See, there was like I don't know, a second, 2-second lag there. It will lag if you do it like that, and your computer will die. So think of a bunch of movements going, like playing Call of Duty or something. It's going to go crazy if you have that thing checked. But if your computer can handle it, and that's how you like it, you can run it that way. I leave mine unchecked. Okay, so there we go. That's that recording software. Now for the audio, this is what it looks like when you're recording. And when I record, I'm going to hit capture, and then on my audio, I pull it up at the same time, and I hit record. And now there's going to be a delay in between you pressing those buttons. So I always do this, I guess, ritual, you can say, where I'll go 1, 2, 3, sync. And when I press sync, I'm going to hit a button on the Xbox. And then when I go to edit it, I can line those two noises up together so my audio is always in sync. So you'll see whenever we actually edit it, but that's there's going to be a delay in you hitting those two buttons. So that's how I start my recording. So after I finish my recording and I'm done, to do a little bit of editing with the audio, we'll stop this. Let's say I stopped recording on both devices, and for this, before I finish it up, I'm going to go effect, and I'm going to hit compressor, and that will add like little heightens to the peak, and it makes it sound a little better. Let's say if you have a really bad mic, like I have my Turtle Beaches plugged in, which is right here. You can see it's this C Media USB audio, and if I have my Blue Snowball plugged in, it would say Blue Snowball. But if you have a really bad mic, what you can do is you can scroll all the way to the front. Like, see, I have a good mic, so this is no noise whatsoever. I'm not talking. You can do that, go to effect, go to noise removal, get noise profile, it'll collect that, double click the whole thing, get noise removal, and press OK. It's going to go through and remove that beginning noise. Let's say you have a really bad mic and it's picking up the air conditioning. It will remove that noise from the whole clip. So if you have a really bad mic, that's a good tip. I used that whenever I had a really bad mic beforehand. Alright, so there's that. Let's say you're a little kid. You can add some bass to it right here. You can add, I think I used to add like an 8 on the bass chart. Whoa, that's not that much. I used to add a little bit, but I realized that's pointless. I'm a grown man. I don't need bass. So I quit adding that. But if you wanted to, you could. But I always add compression, because you'll see the peaks will heighten up a little bit. I can't move it, but it takes a couple seconds. It'll add it, and it makes everything bigger. Okay, after you add that, you want to go to File, you want to hit Export, and you want to name it. We're going to name it, I don't know, vid, whatever. We're just going to name it something. You're going to hit Save, and then right here you're going to hit OK. When you do that, it's going to start saving, or it's going to start exporting the video out, and it's going to be on your desktop, and there it is, right there on the desktop. Okay, so when you're done with that, you can just close this program. Your file is already saved as a WAV, so you don't need to worry about this. Save changes, press no. It's pointless. If you want to save the changes, you can, but it's going to create a folder for each audio file you do. It's ridiculous. I don't know why it does that. So you can just press no. Your file's right here. It's not gone. It won't go anywhere unless you delete this. So you're good to go there. Now the recording software or the editing software I use is Vegas Movie Studio HD Platinum 11. It's pretty good. It's not great, but this is what happens when you open it up. It looks like this. I like to minimize it. And it's pretty good. I like it. The only thing I can't figure out how to do right now is batch rendering, but we're going to show you how to edit some stuff. So let's find our files here. Don't need that open. Let's find our video files. I'm going to do a full video, an LP of Minecraft. I will fully render or edit out here in a bit, but we did a few recordings. I'm going to drag those onto this thing right here, And whenever you do this, it creates a second file, which is the .sfk. I don't know what that is, but that's necessary to have for your video to fully render. Or if you want to open your render back up, it needs to know where this file is. It's ridiculous. I don't understand it fully, but that's important. All right, so now we have our video file, we have the audio of our gameplay, and all that stuff is good to go. So that's what it's going to look like. I just turned the opacity way down. So there you go. That's what you got right there. So that's really all I want to show with it. Let's actually do a full editing tutorial real quick, which is what this is, but of me doing an LP. So there's your files dragged in there, and that's what they look like. So I don't need these at all, so I'm just going to press a D and delete them. So I did the same thing with these two things already. I have 2 Minecraft videos I'm going to merge together. Let's drag these in here. It may take a little bit of loading. I'm going to drag these in there back to back, keep them in order, and I have a naming scheme I keep for these. So that's just how I do it. You can do it however you want. Alright, so you can zoom in and zoom out by you pressing your little cursor thing, or this little D-pad plus sign thing. So that's really handy to know. Alright, so while they're loading, what I do is, while it's loading to save a little time, I right click each video file, press properties, maintain aspect ratio, I deselect, and disable resampling, I select. I press OK. Do that for all the clips you have. We only have 2 clips, so I'm going to do that for those 2 real quick. There's a way of copying your properties for each video file. It's like, I don't know what it is, maybe Control-Shift-N. I forget every time I look it up, so I just quit trying because I didn't use it that much. Okay, so you see the black bars on this file right here, this shot. That's really annoying. No one wants to see those black bars. So you want to press this little crop tool, and it's going to pop up a window, and here's your window. And the first time you do this, you're going to want to look at your video, which is over here in the top right, and you want to scroll this in to where it's barely showing, to where that black bar is gone. See, there's a lot of black bars there because I zoomed out. So we want to go in just enough to where you can't see those black bars at all, okay? And once you get to where you want it, which you can use numbers if you want, you can use numbers to move it over or whatnot. You want to go up here to the title, and you want to, I don't know, put a name. I put YouTube, and then you want to hit the save button right here. It's going crazy because I didn't click it. But you want to hit the save button right here, okay? So that's what you would want to do. I already have a preset save, so YouTube, click it, it snaps into place, and I'm done with that one. So do the same thing on this one. Click it, snaps into place, and now I don't have black bars on either video. Black bars are gone. Alright, so while that's done, I want to go to Video FX, and I like to add a little bit of color correction to Call of Duty and Minecraft because the HD PVR makes it very bland. So let me find a good shot, and I can show you right here. This is decent. So you can see all the colors and stuff. Maybe there's something a little bit more to it. Right there is not bad. Alright, so you can see the colors and stuff. It's not very pretty. It's kind of bland. So we're going to add a little color to it, and I'll show you what I add. So I go to Color Corrector, which is right here. This also works in Vegas movies, or Sony Vegas 12. This all has the same stuff pretty much. But go to Color Corrector. You want to drag this out to it. It doesn't matter any of them really, I think. I have a preset, so you don't want to reset to none. Let's see, what would you drag? I don't know. You just want to put color corrector on it, and you'll see the numbers I use. So I have a preset here. I'm gonna drag my preset out, and there it is, the color corrector. All right, here's my numbers. If you want to look at these, saturation 1.75, gamma is 0.95, gain is 1, offset is 0. So that's my color, and you can see it's so much brighter. It looks so much better. So we want to add that to both clips. So I'm going to drag that to both clips, and then just exit. I add a little bit of secondary color. You can just copy it. I think you just grab one of these. Let's see what that does. Yeah, you see, you can just grab one of these, and then you can change the the colors to whatever you want. So I have a preset here. I'm going to drag it on there. Saturation 1.1, gamma is 0.95, gain is 1, alpha is 1, and oh, I just did something bad. Let's unselect that. I have no idea what I changed. Drag that back in there. I think I changed the offset. And then let's scroll down. High is 162, and then the center is 180, width is 360, and then the luminance 255 on the high. And you can mess with these however you want and make it look however you want, but that's what I use, and I think it looks just good. And the best way for me when I did it was I sat down and I played with it until I found the best shot. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to sync up the audio. Alright, so we're going to turn the game audio, my audio, I turn it down to about a 2 right there. Let's kind of scroll this down some. Turn that off to like a 2. What did I do there? And then the game audio, I turn it down to like a 30, roughly. 25 may be good. Alright, so now I want to find my syncing bars. So there's one right there. When I sync, I press the Y button on Minecraft. So I want to line those two audio hits up. We're going to zoom in using the little scroller on the mouse. And we're going to take the preview quality down to nothing. So it's best full. We're going to take that to draft auto. And it makes it look terrible, but it doesn't lag when you do that. And then we're going to press the play button right here. Sync. And you may have heard me right there. Sync. And as you can see, when I say sync, it clicks at the same time. So I'm going to do it one more time. So it all happens at the same time. So that's what we want. So we know that's good. We're going to find where I start talking, which is about right here. We're going to press S on the audio file and press S on the video file, and then we're going to delete the excess, which is the beginning part. So right click and press D, right click and press D. So all you gotta do, I slide it all the way over to the right, and this ending portion has a little segment here that we don't need. So S, right click D, right click D. Now you may mess up and you may hit right click S, I think, or right click F. Whoa, if you mess up, what happens is it does this thing right here at the top. This I will change to this little squiggly envelope tool. Just click on the I again, okay? Because sometimes I click the wrong button when I'm doing the S and D thing. I do it too fast, and that will mess up your tool options. So, but let's find these two audio files again. Line them up. Zoom in a little bit so we can really see where it lines up at, and then we're going to press play and listen. Sync, sync, sync. Looks good. We'll let it run for the second one. Sync. Looks good. So now we're going to zoom in here, split it, delete, delete, zoom out. And then I like to, on the back side of the last video, I click it and see that highlight, that blue highlight. That's what I want to see. And then when I merge them together, it'll all have a yellow highlight to it. So that's good. Alright, so I did a cut here. So let's cut out this part of the video I don't need. Split it. Can't delete it because it's attached to the front side of this. So we need to split this right here. Split, split. Oh, see, I did it real fast there. Press D. Oh. D, or right click and D is what I'm doing. I want to touch this right here, just click it to that blue highlight, and then we're going to scroll it to that yellow highlight. Do the same thing, yellow highlight. That lets you know that your videos didn't cross over, because if you cross over, your audio and video is going to be off sync and people gripe. And I understand, because whenever a video and audio is off sync, it's miserable to watch. You can't watch it. And I know mine gets off sync every now and then, and it stinks. That's why you always want to play your video back before you render, so you know that it's not off sync. So we're going to just keep doing this until we're done, and this will be the last portion of it right here. Split, split, delete, delete. Alright, there we go. And then you can do a quick check on that. Alright, we'll add in one more thing. It's a media generator, and I go to legacy text. You can grab one of these texts, like I grabbed this, I think the sample text or something like that. And I have a preset, so I'm going to drag my preset down and put it here at the end of the video. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Write whatever you want. Let me get the clip file on here and show you what it does. So that's what it looks like. Change it the best to full. And then it says please leave a like if you enjoyed, and you can press this little green media generator thing, and you can change this however you want. You can change the placement, see I have in the bottom center. The properties, which is the color, mess around with it, and the effects has a draw outline of blue. So I like to put that at the end of a video here recently. And I like to add a little bit of a fade to it. So we're going to add I don't know, a second fade. And if we play this, you're going to hear some audio. Well, let me mute it. If you watch the fade on the video. It's going to fade into please leave a like. So that's what I like to do. And then I'll fade it out too, so it's not so choppy. Alright, so there's that portion of it. So that's pretty much everything on how to edit the video. Now let's get the settings down correctly for you guys. Alright, so if you look at, let's see, one of these buttons tells you the best and stuff. It pulls up a menu. Oh, it's this one right here. It's above the video. Project Video Properties. Let's click on it. You want these properties to be the same as mine, especially the full resolution, rendering quality, best. You want it on best. Make sure it's on best. And you want to click to start all new projects with these settings. Click on that and hit apply. So it'll always start with these settings here. The rest of it I found doesn't really matter. So as long as that says best, and this template says, this template's important actually. I do HD 1080 60i 1920 by 1080, almost 30 frames per second. Make sure that one's selected. That's what I use. And you'll hit apply, start all new projects with these settings, hit apply, and hit OK. So that should render the video at the best quality. No matter what setting you have this selected on, it shouldn't matter. Alright, so we're going to save this. We're going to save it as, this is Minecraft LP 21. And we're going to hit save. So it's going to save it as a Sony Vegas VF file. So if you ever want to get in here and re-edit this video, you can, because it's saved. Now you're going to go to project, and you want to go to render as. It's going to pop up a new window, and here it is. It'll have your name of your title, and then you want to find out what you want to render it in. So let me unselect this. This is probably what it'll show up, this right here. You want to scroll down in this little box and find Windows Media Video, WMV. That's what I render mine is. And I select two of them. I have the 720 30p, and I have the 1080 30p, and I put them as favorites, and then I can put show favorites only. So if I have a really long video, I can just do 720p, which is primarily what my LPs are, because they're like 20-30 minutes. If I have a short video, like this one's going to be really short, the one I'm currently right now, I want to do 1080p because it's really small stuff. So we're going to do 720p on this render, and we're going to hit render, and it's going to go. And when it's done, you can upload it to YouTube, and it'll be good to go. And that's how you do it, guys. If you have any questions, please leave in the comment section below, and I'll help you out as much as possible. But that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. But that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys later.